So I just have to keep revisiting this report that Apple pushed out, or not Apple, but there was a report that came out the other day, essentially from Ming-Chi Kuo, and they said that Apple is potentially going to be discontinuing the iPhone SE lineup. And that day, I talked about it, it's not really that crazy big of a deal if I talk about it, but these type of reports are very interesting because this showcases, in my opinion, kind of a disconnect from what Apple is kind of thinking and kind of from what the consumer somewhat wants. So it looks like from that report, Apple kind of has a stain or maybe a disdain on their cheaper devices. So these includes not only the iPhone SE 4 that could be coming out or could be canceled now, but also the iPhone 13 mini, and they even throw in, or Ming-Chi Kuo mentions, the iPhone 14 Plus. The fact that some leakers and some people who are, kind of in the know-how are saying this kind of stuff means that Apple probably does feel a certain way about these cheaper devices, and potentially and essentially because they're not selling too well. Apple's quote-unquote cheaper devices aren't selling too well in their eyes, and they keep blaming, I'm not too sure what they're blaming, I think they're blaming the phones themselves when it's actually the price tag. I think even their cheap iPhones and cheap products are still way overpriced from what you're getting. And I keep bringing up this example, but it's so important. If you look at the Google Pixel 6a, that is $449, and it is less than that now. There's so many deals and trade-in stuff that just comes up all the time. The Black Friday, they were selling for a little bit cheaper than that. That is a way better priced phone than an iPhone SE3. And, $429 for the iPhone SE3, that is a cheaper phone, but it is not a better cheap phone. It's not even that cheaper of a phone when you kind of think about it. So that's kind of the disconnect there, I think, from what Apple's thinking and from what, the other manufacturers are thinking. I think sales number wise, the iPhone SE3 might be selling better than the Pixel 6a, but it's not a better phone. And it, comparing to the rest of the sales, I'm sure the iPhone 14 Pro is even selling better than the iPhone SE3, which when you're selling way more of the more expensive products, well, then that can make you think that, we should just make more expensive products. When in reality, the device itself, that phone is not that good of a phone. I always bring up the Samsung Galaxy A series of devices too. Samsung does a killer job at those products. They do such an amazing job on those phones, and I'm so proud every time they release a new product like that. But I always just come back to, why are those phones so good? And it's because they are so cheap for the product that you're getting. The iPhone SE3, it's not even that cheap of a phone. It's the cheapest phone that Apple makes, but it's not a cheap phone, and it's an outdated design. It's not that great. And that's why I always keep thinking that if Apple keeps going down this road, they're going to be kind of pigeonholing themselves into a, situation where they keep thinking their cheap iPhones aren't good, when in reality, they're just overpriced. So if Apple can fix the pricing, I think these iPhones are not going anywhere. But it looks like Apple could be kind of swaying away from their, more expensive. So it looks like Apple could be swaying away from their least expensive phones and really maybe only focusing on their more expensive ones. So I'm curious to see what happens. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.